Hey everybody. I've been looking at, what's going on with social media and how people are talking about censorship and, the different social media platforms. And, it's been a big thing with this election where people have been complaining about, people who are, to the right or people who are Republicans or conservatives. They put something on a social media platform and what they're saying is being censored and they don't know why. And it's just a bunch of things. And so I think in America, free speech is the most important thing that we have. And I know other people might say, oh, well, it's this, it's that, it's all this other stuff. No, you don't have the right to express yourself or share ideas. Your society will a lot of times, not do as well as, let's say, a society that's open and free. Now, some people might disagree with me, but that's one of the reasons why so many people want to come to America. I mean, people can come to America. You can say, you know what? I disagree with President Trump. I disagree with this politician. I don't agree with that. And you don't have to worry about, being thrown in jail, like some of these other countries. Now, there's other folks who might disagree with me on that point, but because they've seen what Joe Biden has done to folks. But, for the most part, you can say you don't, disagree with a politician and you won't be thrown in jail. And if you look at other countries, saying the wrong thing to a leader, you see what can happen. You can be thrown in jail for the rest of your life. Like some of these countries in the Middle East, they say one thing bad about a leader or somebody who's in power and it's just, what happens. And so, I think that free speech is going to be a huge thing that needs to be protected. In the future, even if we have a Democrat that comes into power, Republican, whoever. And, it's to the point where I'm happy that more people are able to express themselves on social media platforms, at least on X. I mean, Elon Musk, like I said, I'm not saying everything he does is perfect, but I remember when Twitter, now it's called X, I remember when everything that you would put on there that was, against certain things, somebody would look at it and be like, oh, well, this is a person that supports the president. Oh, well, we've got to, shadow ban him, or we've got to make sure that this message doesn't get out. And I mean, it was just it was the wrong way to go. And what a lot of these people don't realize is that when you censor somebody, you're basically saying, I don't want to take the time to debate, or I don't have a counter argument to what that person is saying. I think that, when situations happen where you disagree with somebody or you disagree with a policy or anything, I think that more debate should be had. I think instead of people shutting down and going to their corner and being like, oh, well, I don't want to talk to a Republican or liberal or whoever, open your mind and see what that person has to say. And I would even say that with people who are Republican. There's some Republicans that they see a liberal or something and they say, oh, my God, I don't want to look at this because I disagree with them at the day. And I would just tell anybody, I mean, again, if you're a Republican, look at some things that are, look at some news sources that are liberal. If you're a liberal, look at some news sources that are more conservative. Like, I think just expanding your mind in looking at things and reading at things that you disagree with can actually, make you a better person. I mean, we've gotten to a point where it's just like, if someone doesn't agree with an issue or point, it's like, oh, well, let's make sure this person can't post anymore online, and let's make sure this book isn't being sold. I mean, it's ridiculous. And, it's all those little things that lead to more censorship. I mean, to me, it's backward, and it's not good for society. I think that, a society where people can sit down, have an open debate, I think that makes things better. And that's why I'm very encouraged by what I see with a lot of these, podcasts. I'm so happy that podcasts are becoming more, popular, and more people are creating a podcast and just speaking out because people are sitting down with sometimes folks they don't agree with, people, in different industries and stuff like that, and they're able to talk and have a conversation. It's not some, interview on ABC News or CBS or CNN where people are defensive and people are angry at each other. It's just talking. Like I said, when you meet a person, you have a conversation for an hour or two and you're just talking about life and different things. And so I think that we're in a place where, I would say in America and even the world, where you're going to see more and more people create podcasts, and you're going to see the legacy media lose a lot of ratings. Like before, everyone used to get their news on CNN, MSNBC, and if you notice, every few years that number keeps on going down of viewers. And I think it's a good thing. I think independent media is so important because, for so long, people have been blind. People have been, in a zombie state, following, these talking heads on TV tell you, oh, well, this person did this and this person did that. And then when, people are sitting down talking to each other, they say, oh, wait a minute, we actually agree with each other on some things. So I think that's a way to move people forward and move the nation forward. And so in the comment section, let me know how you feel about censorship. And then also, how would you, end censorship, online in America, just in general? Like, what solutions do you have for, just sort of getting rid of censorship? I don't care if it's, colleges, social media, you can pick a place, topic, but, how can we get America to a point where people are able to, post what they want to post online, or, if they have a certain book that's talking about some controversial, like how do we, make it so, more people appreciate free speech? Because, the sad part about it, there's some people where they agreed with Joe Biden when Joe Biden was, going to social media platforms and saying, oh, well, we want this content not to be shown. Like, it's sort of crazy if you think about it, but there's some folks who agree that, we need guardrails. And I think Hillary Clinton said we need guardrails and stuff like that. Like, to me, that's just insane. And I think when they get back in power, the Democrats, whenever they do, because, no political party is going to rule forever, I think that's the first thing they're going to do. They're going to tighten down on social media and these platforms so heavy it's going to be ridiculous. And so what are the solutions, for America, for, what are the solutions for that not to happen, where people have their free speech rights, protected? So in the comment section, let me know how you feel about censorship and free speech. And I know I'm rambling a little bit, but let me know how you feel about just censorship in America on social media. Just pick a topic. So again, let me know how you feel. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then you can follow me on X if you go to if you type in Mark Parham, MarkParham as in Mary _ Mark Parham _ and I should pop up. Thank you.